guys, Brandon here. So over the weekend, one of my mentorship students landed his first client on day 26 with me. He did this on his very first prospecting call. So the first potential client he got onto a call, he landed. And so why should you care? If you are a ghostwriter or copywriter and you're struggling to land clients, listen to this, watch this video, listen to these 3 tips. Here are 3 things we did that led up to that moment where he landed the client. So number 1, we got crystal clear on his unique positioning. So if you ain't first, you're last. And no, I'm not talking about racing, Ricky Bobby. I'm talking about your lane. So you need to find a lane and own it. And no, copywriting isn't a lane. That's not specific enough. There are 1 million plus copywriters in the world. You cannot just say, I'm a copywriter, I'll write all your copy. You need to be specific. You need to own a lane. So how do you do that? You got to become first in your lane by specializing, niching down, and choosing a medium. So specializing, what I mean by that is you can't just be a copywriter. You have to be a specific type of copywriter. So it could be an email copywriter, landing page copywriter, blog writer, ex-ghostwriter. Pick something. Pick a specific type of writing and call yourself that and tell prospects that you are that thing and master that type of writing. Next up, you need to choose a niche. So my client chose email for a specialty. For a niche, my client chose golf. Pick a niche. Fitness, finance, SaaS, golf. Pick something. So specialize in the type of copy and specialize in the topic, which is the niche. Next, pick a medium. Obviously, we're on X. This is the easiest place to go. But this platform might not be the best for your niche. For him, it was all the golfers are on Instagram. So he chose that place. The more specific you can be, the more you can own a lane. So my client became the golf email copywriter on Instagram. And it's like, are there other guys doing the same thing on Instagram, golf email copywriters? Probably. So is he really the first person there to do that? Probably not. But you know what? The competition, their copy isn't as good, and they're not outreaching as good as he is. So for many golf business owners, he's owning that lane. So just remember, nothing's too saturated. Writers all the time are telling me, oh, this niche is too saturated. This thing's too saturated. No. Just you are too saturated. You need to get more specific. You need to provide more value. You need to own a lane. So specialize the type of copy, niche down in the topic you're writing about, and choose a specific medium. After that, make sure your copy's really good and make sure you're using the right strategy, which I'll get to in just a minute here. But here's the second thing. So once you've actually owned a lane, you've chosen a lane, and now you're becoming the master in that lane. 2, it's time to level up your copy. So this assumes that you're writing every single day. If you're not writing every day for 30 minutes plus, minimum 30 minutes every single day. If you're not doing that, forget this whole strategy. Forget everything I'm saying right now. Just go write. Go write, and until you're actually building up the daily habit. Then come back to this. So step 2 in this is leveling up your copy. So what's the fastest way to become a better copywriter? If you ask that question, what's the answer? Write more copy, right? So that's actually only one part of the equation. It's like a burger without a bun. It's just weird, unless you're gluten-free. But it's not just about writing copy. That's one part of it. But the second part of it, which is going to supercharge you as a copywriter, you need to get feedback on it. So you need a second set of eyes on your copy. Another copywriter is going to see things that you don't see. Just remember, 2 brains are better than 1. So every single day, my mentorship student, before he landed his client on day 26, he sent me his copy. And every single day, I reviewed his copy. And I audited it. I gave him feedback, sent him Loom videos and stuff. And every day, he made micro improvements. The difference between his day 1 copy and we're on day 28 now is crazy. It's completely different. And he improved a ton. So obviously the best eyes you can get on your copy is from an experienced copywriter. Shamelessly plugging my mentorship here. But the second best set of eyes, it's just a copy buddy. Go find another copywriter in the space. So team up with other copywriters. Don't be afraid of them. They're not your enemy. You guys, it's not you versus them. This isn't survival of the fittest. The best copywriters in the world, like the all-time greats, like Gary Halbert, he's like the Michael Jordan of copy. This guy got other copywriters to review his work. The best of the best got other guys to look at his work to give them their feedback. Like if the top dogs are going to do this, you do it. Go find a copy buddy, give him some snacks, make him laugh, send him your copy to review, and do the same for him. You guys both win in the end. So once you've specialized, own your lane, and now you own a specific lane, and you are getting your copy reviewed by other copywriters, so now you're improving your copywriting and you're owning your lane. What's the third part of the equation? Pitch consistently. So my student that I was mentoring, we got him to pitch every single day. Every single day. So you got to remember this. If you aren't pitching, you aren't landing clients. Just, it's as simple as that. Obviously you can get inbounds if you grow your X account big enough and all this stuff, but don't wait till your account's big enough or your content's good enough or whatever. Sure, that stuff will come as you grow on X, but that shouldn't be your main focus. Your main focus should be outreaching. Here's a quote from one of my favorite fellow Canadians, Wayne Gretzky: "You miss 100% of the shots you don't take." So just keep that in mind. If you can own a lane and be the greatest copywriter in the world, you can still not be making any money if you aren't shooting your shots regularly. You're just going to end up being a starving writer like all the other guys. So people, this is where they script the most. It's at this step when it's time to outreach. Why? Because they either are too scared to do it, or they don't know how, or they just aren't doing it enough. So my client did this almost every day straight, for almost a month straight. So, you might be saying but I have been outreaching, Brandon. I'm not a chicken. Okay, good. Now stop doing it wrong. So if you've ever said this to somebody in the DMs, hey bro, if I could 2x, 3x your revenue, just stop. Just stop it. Stop asking people. Instead, be a person of value. Give. Be a giver. Everyone loves a giver. Be generous in the DMs. Go provide free value. You want to know the secret? You want to know my spicy little secret that I shouldn't be telling you of how my guys are landing clients? I'm telling them to go look at people's websites and emails, go audit them, take a look at them, see what they're doing wrong, and write them up a whole audit on what they should be doing to improve it, to optimize it. And in many cases, writing them a sample. There, I just revealed all my cards to you. Now you don't need to do the mentorship. Just go do this. Just go do this. Give people free value. Go audit their copy. Give them a bunch of tips. If you've been reading copywriting books every day, like you should be, if you want to be a real copywriter making money, then you're going to know how to improve people's stuff. You're going to see things oh, this sign up form is non-existent. It should be on the top here. Oh, they're just saying sign up to my email list. Where's their lead magnet? Get on their email. Their welcome email doesn't have a preview text and their subject line's too long. When you open their email, hey, they're not even introducing themselves and who they are. They're not telling me what the point of the email is. They never even signed off. They didn't give a PS. They didn't link to something. They didn't give a call to action. They didn't tell me the benefits of staying on the list. They didn't tease the next email. Look for areas to improve it. Just pretend this is your real client already and how you would improve their business as a copywriter. Be a giver. Give. Stop asking and just start giving. See how people react. This is how all my guys are landing clients. They're giving. And by giving, that's what happens. You start getting. And that's what happened. This over this weekend, he got a guy because he gave. And so this is the recap. Get clear on your positioning in the marketplace. Own your lane. Be specific. Niche down. Specialize. Go find a lane and own it. 2, have your copy reviewed regularly by other copywriters. It doesn't have to be a mentor. That's going to be the fastest way to improve it. But go other guys in your niche or other guys in your circle on X, other copywriters. They're not your enemies. They're your friends. Go team up with them. Exchange your copy with each other. You guys are going to grow way faster if you do this, if you act like a team. 3, pitch prospects consistently. This is the hardest part. And this is the part where people give up the most because they don't get the result they want. If you're not getting the result you want, you either need to go higher volume or you need to change your strategy, or both. Go higher volume. Go be a giver. Give free audits. Go be people's friend. Don't just cold DM people. Follow them, like them, comment their stuff. DM them, start a conversation. Don't pitch right away. Be a giver. Go add value to people's lives. It's It's going to get you way further in life than anything else, just by giving. And don't expect anything in return. Not everybody's going to be a client, and that's okay. But I promise you, you do these 3 things, you're going to land clients faster than anyone you know. If you want extra help, if you're struggling to land clients, you want to take things to the next level, I have 2 out of 4 spots in my one-on-one mentorship for March. We're starting this week. I'm closing the doors this weekend. And yeah, if you want to fast track things, like, I can help you. If not, just stick to the strategy. You're going to land clients fast. I promise you.